Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to be making one of these fun shadow boxes with the dried flowers from my wedding bouquet. Just going to go over the supplies needed for this project really quick. First we have our shadow box, and this is from Green Tree Gallery, and it is a 16 by 20, so it's pretty large. I think I got this one at Hobby Lobby, but it's been so long it could have possibly been Michael's or Joann's. I'm not 100% sure, but there are some similar ones on Amazon that I will link for you guys. So I really like the weathered wood look of this. And I really like the hinged design on this as well. So there is that. And then I have my flowers that have been drying for quite a while, for over a year now, so there should be plenty of dry. I took this one out just to test it, and it looks really good. This garden rose dried beautifully. So I'm really excited to pull the rest of the flowers out of that. And then of course you're going to need some little memorabilia to put in the middle of your shadow box, just to kind of frame the flowers around. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to be using yet, but I just have these as options. And then you are going to need a way to pin or glue your flowers and memorabilia to the shadow box. So I'm going to be using my hot glue gun for all the flowers, and then the invites, and then anything little special like this that I don't want to hot glue, I'm going to be using just regular push pins for. But a lot of times what I've seen is people use the floral pins, which look kind of like that guy right there. Mine are down at the basement right now, and I don't feel like going to get them. So I might just use the two that are in here already, just for looks, but I'll use just the regular safety pins for most of it. Well, first thing I'm going to do is prep my shadow box. So I've already cleaned both sides of the glass here. I actually have taken the pins out of this already, and there is my blank canvas that I'm going to be using. So I know I definitely want my invite in there. Just gonna stick that there. And I definitely want one of these pictures, and I wanted one that was kind of more colorful. This is so big I might even be able to do an 8 by 10, which I did have right here that we could always work with if we needed to. So we'll just see how that looks, and I'm just going to move things around until it looks the way that I want it. Alrighty, this is kind of the look that I ended up with. I really liked how the black and white photos looked, but my 8 by 10s were pretty limited on that. So I've picked this one for now, but I can always switch that later if I want. And I've included our invites. I actually took a little snippet of the bottom of my dress to include, since that's just been sitting in my closet. I'm not going to be doing anything with that. I also included our groom and bride. These were actually our little sliced agates that we used as our place setting, so everybody knew where to sit. Of course, ours said bride and groom, but everybody else's actually had their name on it. And I did a video over these. If you are interested in them, I will link that below. And then these were a part of our favors, which I also did with our Cricut, which just one second, and I will show you what I did with that. Alright, this is what we did with the little seed packets. So this was our little favor, and then whenever people got home, you just plant this and it grows wildflowers. So I thought that was kind of cute. I got these off Etsy, and then I made this little part myself. I might do a little video if you guys are interested in that. Okay, so now we are ready to start pinning down and gluing whatever we can in the middle. I'm going to use the 2 floral pins on the big picture here. so now it's time to pull my flowers out of these little silicone beads. Now these are from Amazon. My stepmother actually got these to dry the flowers, but we did do them 3 different ways. Now these have been sitting in the silicone beads for about a year and a couple months. These have just been sitting just like this, just laying out, no silicone or anything around it, ever since the wedding. And this, oh, actually forgot about the little boutonniere. But as you can see, the ones that just dried out in the open, they look okay, but they're actually pretty discolored. So the leaves actually are like, they're not molded, but they look kind of like purple and greenish, which some of that is going to be just the seeded eucalyptus, but some of that is just from drying like it did. We can compare this rose that was dried just in the open air to one like this, which was dried in the silicone, which looks so much better. Even the greens in the silicone, which I've only pulled one of these out, but even the leaves and stuff are so much greener than even, like, just to compare. This fell out of the one from before. And so just to compare, even that leaf was, let's see if I can pull this up. So these are much, much greener and much more well preserved than the ones that were just out and drying. So I'm going to pull these out of the silicone and see what I'm working with. Now that we have everything pinned down in the middle, we are ready to start placing our flowers around. And now I'm just going to kind of place everything and then glue it down as I go. Now what I'm doing with these, I actually just broke this little piece off of this, just to kind of make smaller branches that are going to be a little bit easier to work with. Thank you so much for watching. I do plan on making more wedding related videos here soon, so if you would like to see that, please hit subscribe.